Viruses are killers. COVID shut down the entire planet. The flu turns you into a zombie who can barely get out of bed. They're like tiny ninjas that sneak into your body and turn your cells into virus factories. But here's the weird part. 8% of your DNA is literally virus DNA. Your brain uses virus parts to make memories. And the only reason you exist at all is because a virus millions of years ago basically invented pregnancy for mammals. So, what's going on? Are viruses just microscopic serial killers? Or are they actually evolution's weirdest building contractors? Let's be real. Viruses are nature's biggest jerks. They're like that friend who shows up at your house party, eats all your food, trashes your place, and then invites 50 of their worst friends over. Except instead of your house, it's your cells, and instead of a messy party, you get really, really sick. When a virus shows up at your cell's door, it's basically running the smoothest con game in biology. Your cell is like, "Oh hey, you look friendly, come on in." And the virus is like, "Thanks, now I'm taking over everything." Within hours, your cell has been turned into a virus-making factory, pumping out thousands of copies while your cell slowly dies from exhaustion. Viruses don't mess around when they want to destroy you. They're like biological pirates with absolutely no chill. COVID doesn't just give you a cough, it attacks your lungs, heart, brain, and pretty much every organ you need to stay alive. It's like the virus looked at your body and said, "You know what? Let's just break all of this." The really messed up part? Viruses are basically immortal. While you're struggling to remember what you had for breakfast, viruses have been perfecting their killing techniques for billions of years. They evolve faster than you can blink, which is why every year we need new flu shots. Last year's virus is already ancient history. They've moved on to newer, better ways to make you miserable. Don't even get me started on how viruses spread. They turn you into their personal delivery service. You cough, sneeze, or breathe, and boom, you've just mailed viruses to everyone around you. It's like they figured out the world's most efficient postal system, except instead of delivering packages, they're delivering disease. Viruses have literally shaped human history more than any war or natural disaster. The Black Death killed a third of Europe. Smallpox wiped out entire civilizations. The 1918 flu pandemic killed more people than World War I. These microscopic killers have been humanity's worst enemy since we figured out how to walk upright. They don't care if you're rich, poor, smart, or dumb. They just want to turn your cells into virus-making machines. But wait until you hear what scientists found when they looked inside human DNA. The virus situation on planet Earth is completely out of control. Scientists think there are over 10 million different virus types floating around, and we've only met about 1% of them. That means there are millions of potential pandemic viruses just hanging out, waiting for their chance to jump into humans and party like it's 1918. Climate change is making everything worse because it's basically throwing the world's biggest virus mixer party. Animals that never used to meet are suddenly neighbors, which means their viruses get to meet too. It's like speed dating, but instead of finding love, viruses find new ways to kill people. Deforestation is pushing animals into human neighborhoods, bringing their virus collections with them like the world's worst housewarming gifts. The speed at which viruses can travel now is absolutely insane. COVID went from one guy in China to literally everywhere on Earth in about 3 weeks. Modern airports turned into virus superhighways. A virus can have breakfast in Beijing, lunch in London, and dinner in New York, infecting thousands of people along the way. It's like we built the perfect delivery system for microscopic killers. But here's where things get really terrifying. Viruses are getting smarter. They're evolving drug resistance faster than we can make new medicines. Antiviral drugs that worked 5 years ago are already useless. Some viruses have figured out how to hide from our immune system so well that our bodies don't even know they're under attack until it's way too late. The genetic damage viruses cause is permanent and genuinely scary. They don't just kill your cells, they actually rewrite your DNA. Some viruses literally cut and paste their own genetic code into your chromosomes, like microscopic vandals spray painting graffiti on your genetic blueprint. And once it's there forever. Even worse, we're discovering that viruses we thought were harmless actually cause terrible diseases decades later. You could catch a virus as a kid and not see the devastating effects until you're 50. They're like genetic time bombs sitting in your DNA, waiting to explode years later. Imagine finding out that the chickenpox you had in second grade is the reason you're getting sick now. The economic damage viruses cause is mind-blowing. COVID cost the world economy trillions of dollars and put millions of people out of work. Entire industries collapsed overnight. Countries spent decades building up their economies, only to watch viruses destroy everything in a matter of months. It's like having the world's most expensive wrecking ball, except the wrecking ball is invisible and reproduces itself. But viruses also built something incredible inside you. Here's where your mind gets completely blown. Viruses, these supposed killers, are literally why you exist. 8% of your DNA is ancient virus DNA that got stuck in your genes millions of years ago. That's more virus code than actual human code in some parts of your genome. You're basically a walking virus museum, and you didn't even know it. But it gets way weirder. Your ability to think, learn, and remember stuff. That's all thanks to a gene called ARG that came from an ancient virus. This viral gene makes little protein packages that look exactly like tiny viruses. Except instead of spreading disease, they spread memories between your brain cells. Every time you learn something new or remember your mom's birthday, you're basically using virus technology inside your head. Scientists discovered that when you form a memory, your brain cells literally launch virus-shaped packages at each other to share information. It's like your neurons are having a virus party, but instead of making you sick, they're making you smarter. The same mechanism that viruses use to hijack cells is what your brain uses to store memories. Your thoughts are basically friendly viruses talking to each other. The placenta, that thing that lets babies grow inside mums, was invented by a virus. A gene called syncytin, which came from an ancient virus, is what makes the placenta work. Without this viral gene, pregnancy wouldn't be possible. Every mammal on Earth, including you, exists because a virus millions of years ago figured out how to build baby-making infrastructure. Viruses basically invented motherhood. But it gets even crazier. That same viral gene doesn't just build placentas, it also protects them from other viruses. It's like having a bouncer virus that keeps the bad viruses away from developing babies. Some viruses have literally become our bodyguards, fighting off other viruses that might hurt us. We've got virus-on-virus protection services we didn't even know about. Your immune system, the thing that's supposed to fight viruses, was partially built using virus parts. Some of our best immune system genes came from ancient viral infections that we turned into defensive weapons. It's like we stole a bad guy's weapons and turned them against other bad guys. Your body is literally using virus technology to fight off viruses. Even weirder, some viruses in your DNA actively protect you from new virus infections. They occupy the same cellular doorways that dangerous viruses need to get into your cells, basically blocking them out. It's like having friendly security guard viruses who won't let the troublemaker viruses into the party. Your genome is running its own virus-based security system. The research behind all this virus weirdness is absolutely mind-blowing. Scientists have discovered that viruses have been jumping into animal DNA for hundreds of millions of years. But instead of always causing disasters, sometimes these viral break-ins actually improve the animals. It's like evolution's weirdest home improvement show. Sometimes the burglars actually fix your house. The syncytin discovery is pure magic. Multiple times throughout mammalian history, different animals captured different virus genes and used them to build better placentas. Humans have syncytin 1 and syncytin 2. Mice have their own versions, and other mammals have completely different ones, all stolen from different ancient viruses. Evolution basically kept robbing the virus toolbox every time it needed better pregnancy technology. The ARC gene story completely changed how we think about memory and consciousness. Researchers found that ARC doesn't just look like a viral gene. It acts exactly like one. The protein packages it makes are identical to virus particles, except instead of carrying virus instructions, they carry memory instructions between your brain cells. Your memories are literally traveling around in virus-shaped delivery trucks. What's really wild is that ARC is absolutely essential for memory formation. Without this viral gene, experiences don't turn into lasting memories. People with broken ARC genes show serious problems with learning and memory. A virus-derived gene isn't just helping with consciousness, it's completely necessary for normal brain function. Your ability to remember anything depends on ancient virus technology. The bigger picture of virus DNA in our genome is incredible. These aren't just random genetic leftovers. They're active control systems that help run our bodies. Some viral DNA acts like genetic light switches, turning important human genes on and off when needed. We've basically turned ancient virus control panels into our own genetic operating system. Scientists have found virus genes that help protect reproductive cells, regulate baby development, and even fight off infections. Some virus DNA helps prevent the mom's immune system from attacking the developing baby. Others help maintain healthy sperm cells. Viruses haven't just contributed to human evolution. They've become essential parts of human reproduction and development. The timeline of virus DNA integration tells an amazing story. Different virus families integrated at different points in our evolutionary history, each time providing new capabilities that helped drive innovation. It's like viruses have been evolution's software developers, periodically releasing new updates that unlock new biological features. So what's the real deal here? Viruses aren't just good guys or bad guys. They're evolution's craziest inventors. Think of them like nature's mad scientists who mostly create disasters, but occasionally stumble onto something so brilliant that evolution decides to keep it forever. They're like that weird uncle who's always building dangerous stuff in his garage, but every once in a while creates something actually useful. The key insight is that evolution doesn't care about playing nice. It only cares about what works. Most virus infections are terrible or useless, but every once in a while, a viral gene provides such a huge advantage that natural selection grabs it and never lets go. Over millions of years, these rare, useful virus parts pile up, becoming fundamental pieces of what makes us human. Your consciousness, your ability to have babies, your immune system, your capacity to remember where you left your keys. All of these things have been shaped by virus contributions. You're not just a human who occasionally gets infected by viruses. You're an evolutionary mix, part human and part virus, carrying the genetic memories of countless ancient infections. The most successful life forms on Earth aren't those that avoid viruses completely. They're those that learn to steal the best virus innovations and make them part of their own biology. Humans have been doing this for millions of years, turning virus invaders into essential biological components. We've basically become living museums of virus evolution, carrying functional pieces of countless extinct viruses in our DNA. Modern viruses aren't just threats to worry about. They're also potential sources of future evolutionary upgrades. Every virus infection is like buying a lottery ticket. Most are worthless or harmful, but occasionally one might carry genetic code that could be useful millions of years from now. Evolution is playing the longest possible game, collecting virus DNA and experimenting with new combinations over crazy, long time periods. Your genome is basically a genetic photo album of this ancient relationship. Every bit of virus DNA is evidence of an infection that happened to one of your ancestors millions of years ago. Instead of killing them, some of these infections became permanent family members. You're carrying the molecular memories of countless virus encounters that shaped human evolution. So the next time someone starts freaking out about a new virus, remember, you're already part virus yourself. Your thoughts run on virus software, your existence depends on virus hardware, and your evolution has been guided by virus innovation for millions of years. Viruses aren't just life's destroyers, they're life's weirdest business partners. You're not fighting viruses, you're dancing with them in the strangest collaboration in the history of life. If you enjoyed discovering how viruses literally built your brain and invented human pregnancy, hit that subscribe button for Weirdly Brilliant. We're exploring the most mind-bending science paradoxes every week, turning complex research into stories so simple an 8-year-old could understand them, but so weird that adults become completely obsessed. Next week, we're diving into why your muscles might actually make you weaker. Don't miss it. Subscribe now and join the Weirdly Brilliant community.